And welcome back to the Washington Commanders replacement series, where we are going to be taking on the Tennessee Titans. We're hoping to maybe make another change to the roster, try to test out some more receivers, and see if we could find a number 2, as Seth Williams very much grabbed that number 1 guy for us in the receiving group. We have our slot guy with Dylan Stoner, who I'm pretty sure leads the team with touchdown receptions. But this is going to be a rain game, which means we're going to see a lot of Derrick Henry for the Titans, and will give us a chance to test out all of our running backs and see maybe if we need to reach out, see if there's some other guys we could bring in who might be able to help us out even more. Borghi has been getting the start for us, and he's been pretty solid, but we should see a good rotation today. Luckily for us, we'll be getting that run game going early. Help us try to maybe get something of a lead going before Derrick Henry and the Titans offense takes the field. And here's one of the running backs in Williams. He hasn't seen the field very often as a typical running back, but he has been our returner. And the first one up will be Huntley. He is our power back. He does not have a lot of top end speed, but he has the best break tackle ability on roster, and he starts us off with an 8-yard run. And I guess in a way you could also say that Cam Newton is also a runner for us, and we'll go with the read option here. See what he could do as they do bite on the handoff, and Newton can get around the edge. It's actually going to be a pretty good run down the sideline, crossing midfield down to the 43. He just can't do that repeatedly, as we'll go back to a normal run here, because Newton is just gassed. Already has the red player icon. Down the middle we go, and an injury for the Titans. Simmons looking a little shaken up. So he'll head to the locker room to get that taken a look at. We got 2 on first down for 2nd and 8. We go with a run towards the inside. Borghi not able to break the tackle. Number 37, Hooker, comes down and gets the stuff. Loss of 2. And that is the downfall for Borghi. He doesn't have great break tackle. He actually has the worst of all of our running backs. So that's a spot we need to try to get better at. And Stoner couldn't bring in the one-hand grab. But we're cross midfield, too far to kick the field goal, but also too far downfield to punt. So let's go for it here. 4th and 10. How about Smart on a quick underneath route? I wouldn't really say underneath. That's a pretty medium at best route there, and it's caught by the 3rd string tight end in Smart. Now that'll help us keep this thing going here as we stick in the shotgun, but go with at least for our tight ends, more heavier set with Muse out there. He's more of our every down tight end. Smart gets most of the downfield opportunities with, I can't remember what the other one, Kalinick, I think? He's more of our blocking tight end. Cut back here for Borghi. Tried to get a juke past Byard, but definitely could not get by him, but does give us the first down. So far, run game, I mean, solid. It might just have to be a run by committee. No one's made any poor plays so far, as we're going to have to roll out here. We would have had Stoner if we could have stayed inbounds, but instead, we'll get Newton running downfield to the 5. And on 2nd and 1, they will stack the middle. It'll be power versus power. Who can get the push? We see a cutback lane to the left-hand side. Huntley is in. Great ball carrier vision by me or him, but Dupree couldn't quite get there in time. And we will take a lead early in this game. Off of great blocking up front, cleared the lane. Huntley just had to find it. And we might also have to have a tryout at kicker, because McGinnis, who started the year off pretty good, has been very inconsistent in the last few games. They go for a deep shot here, and there's an interception for Trill Williams. Got his first start last week. His second start starts with a pick. Love it. So now our offense can head back out with momentum and see what more this run game can do. Huntley in the backfield and is stuffed, plus I'm pretty sure there was a holding. So 1st and 20, we'll go empty. Calais, one of our other running backs, is in the slot, gonna come in motion. He'll take the jet sweep, try to turn this thing up as quickly as we can. He breaks a tackle, still fighting for it. I'd say about 1.5, 2 broken tackles there. We'll get back the lost yardage. Bring up 2nd and 9, stay out in that same formation. Trips to that right-hand side, twins to the left. We'll go with Calais underneath. Get the catch, try to get the edge, and is close, stretches for it, and he gets it. Well, so far today, these running backs actually doing pretty good, both in the pass game and the traditional run game. Go the run here, Borgie down the middle, and stuffed. They're definitely stacking the box. I know we're trying to run the ball a lot, so let's go with a deep pass here on 2nd and 11. Have a couple different options, but none of them really break open. Newton will throw this one away. So 3rd and 11 after the throwaway. Have a bunch to the left-hand side of the line. How about a wide open receiver to the sideline? Cleveland with the grab and then out at the 26. He's done really well since being demoted from the wide receiver 2. Come in certain packages, and he's gotten a lot of catches at the sideline. However, Patman, who's at the edge of the bunch just off the side of the line here, he's normally where Borgie is. And he hasn't done a great job of getting open as Cam Newton is just scrambling, trying to find some footing. Pretty sure he threw that off the back of an offensive lineman's head. So with that going absolutely nowhere, which is better than a turnover, 2nd and 10, let's go back to the run game here. Borgie waiting for the lineman to get some blocks. Patient running, we'll get him 8. And on 3rd and 2, same formation, trips to the right, 1 to the left. We'll go with the running back draw. Let the lineman put in some work. Good juke there, buys him a little bit more space. We get down to the 11. And on 1st and 10, back to that full house look. I'm going to go with the play action rollout. And we could have possibly tried to go up top. We ended up not. We'll get forward for a gain of 1. But now Cam really needed to go to the sideline. So we'll bring out Cone here. Gonna go with the RPO swing pass, and we'll actually hand this one off. Huntley will get down the middle. Short gain, 3 yards. And on 3rd and 6, same formation. Have a swing to, can't remember the running back's name. Either way, it doesn't matter. Terrific coverage by the Titans. We'll have to toss this one out and send out the field goal unit to start the 2nd quarter. We'll see if Matt Guinness... Is it McGinnis or Matt Guinness? I'm not sure. Either way, let's see here if he can make this kick, make it a 9-point game. That one's good. Down the middle, we will go up by 9. And so far, I've said this multiple games before, including last game against the Cowboys. We're playing pretty well so far. And a nice stuff there. And is that a tackle for a loss by Allen? The game after he needed it for the dev boost? I know Belial was back there to help slow Henry down, but Allen cleaned it up. So that would be really unfortunate. I'll go 3 receiver wide here. Slants underneath. I'll go with Henry to the outside, and he definitely juked out one of the DBs. So 3rd and 1. Trips to the right-hand side in a bunch form. 1 to the left. Tony gets free. Didn't have a single guy to block him, but a flag is down after Henry gets the first. And I'll take that for sure. Holding on Ben Jones. So let's rerun that, but now 3rd and 11. Same formation for both teams. We're going to run the same play. Tony clean off the edge. Doesn't get there. Once again, a big hit, though, from number 13. Just laid out the tight end. And it was not a very good punt. So we'll be starting at the 45. We'll go with a run down the middle here. Huntley, try to let the blocks develop a little bit, but he also can't wait in the backfield for too long because he doesn't have great speed or acceleration. Get forward for a gain of 3. We'll go with a little play action here. Try to play off of the a lot of running that we're doing. Cam Newton will roll to that right-hand side. We have a receiver breaking open, and he stops his route, which maybe was okay because we ended up taking a hit. At least the ball hits the turf, no turnover. But we might have to see a bit more of Cone and Dolgala out there for the remainder of this game because Cam came up a little limp after that last hit. Go the swing pass, and Calais close. 4th and 2. And with them only coming out with 3 D linemen, basically just only 5 in the box here. We have a lineman per guy in the box. They don't do a great job, and we're close. But I think they marked us shy as Tannehill and the Titans offense is coming out. Maybe by inches. And it looks like we were short by maybe about 6 or so inches. They go with a stretch to the bottom here. We have a guy there who just got his head punched off. We get the stop after 3. You know, I like how back maybe about 10 years ago a stiff arm was when a tackler was approaching. Ball carrier would stick out his arm and push his helmet. Not anymore. Now you see running backs just straight up punching guys in the head. It's interesting. Very much goes to show that the NFL is more interested in protecting offensive players than defensive. As they come out here, 3rd and 3, another stretch. We had a guy there who didn't actually, I think, lay a hit on him, but Belial brings down Henry with a yard to go. So 4th and 1, do they go for it? They at least bring out the punting team. We'll see if they actually do punt. Stonehouse back there does boot it away, and he hasn't been getting this ball very far. Fair catch by Williams, and we'll take over at the 26. So defense doing really well so far. Starting the full house, go the run down the middle for Huntley, who will get about 3. And if there is one running back from which we've seen already out there that I don't think will continue with the squad at least past this year, it would be Huntley, as that pass lofted, very awkward throw, and Seth Williams can't hold on. But yeah, I do think that the running back right now that I think is the most in question is Huntley, and that's strictly due to his speed. We play a very spread style of offense, and what a grab by Dylan Stoner. Can't stay in bounds, but he gets us the first down. Nice one-hand grab in tight coverage. But yeah, Huntley, just the speed I don't think fits the scheme, as we're going to try to roll it here, throw the screen late, and now we can try to get behind some blocks. Not exactly how you want to run the screen, but at least nets positive yards. We'll bring up a 2nd and 7. And I would love to send Williams deep here. Muse going about a 7-yard out. Just kidding. We'll go to the 2-minute warning, actually. Had a nice look there, but weren't able to get the ball off in time. And now they come out in a look that better suits the slant. So we'll stick with the slant this time, at least the normal play of the slant. Gonna need to roll out, try to buy some time, nothing quite there. Step up, slide down, 3rd and inches. Say Newton is doing a much better job with his stamina than what we saw with Kyler Murray in the Cardinals franchise. Run down the middle here, and the blocking just vacated in the middle, but Huntley got the job done. It's like he's not playing bad. I just don't think his speed quite fits what we're looking for with this style of offense. If he was a little bit faster, had better acceleration, I think he would fit the squad a good bit more. 50 seconds left here before halftime. Looking to put some more points on to widen our lead. Gonna set up the screen, and that gets tipped off of someone's helmet? Or was it kicked up? I'm gonna need to see a replay of that. Either way, end result is Autry gets the INT. So let's take one more look at this. Cone back there, waits, throws it. It bounces off the back of our tackle's head. Who even is our tackle? Johnson. Yeah, off the side of his helmet. Then gets tipped up where Autry can go over, grab it, and they take over at the 49. Talk about unlucky. They come out empty set here. We're going to send the blitz. Tony off the edge. Not quite there quick enough. Tannehill throws away. And they will bring back out Henry. So no longer empty set. Again, that bunch, this time to the left. Their tight end, I think, is alone to the left-hand side. And a nice job there by Tony. Actually slowed down Henry as they tried to set up the screen pass. Potentially could be called defensive holding, but no call. 3rd and 10. They'll go underneath to the outside and out of bounds. Hooper, gain of 3. They'll have to punt again. So now 26 seconds left on the clock. Dogala, he's thrown a lot of interceptions this year. Haven't really all been his fault. He's gotten in some really poor situations. Underneath, caught, no, dropped by Cleveland. And I say underneath. Underneath where a lot of the deep guys went. Technically, that was still pretty well downfield. We'll flip the formation, run it back, toss this one deep. Probably should have threw that out a little bit earlier and couldn't quite find it off the tip. With this passing game, there's been times where we've been close several times, but just haven't quite been able to hit that one play. But we do have an open receiver. Flag is down as Patman gets the catch for the first. We'll see what the flag is. And that will definitely negate the first down. Wes Martin with his second holding. So 3rd and 2. We're backed up pretty far. They're in a pretty good formation to take away the receiver screen. So let's make an audible here. Go with the verts. Try to buy some time. And that pass well lofted. And Patman could have got that if he turned around in time. But we'll punt. And hopefully that'll end the half. And with nothing crazy happening on that punt, we will go on into half. We're doing a great job controlling this game. Only have allowed 30 yards. If only we had the breakout opportunity from last episode. This episode, we'd be in a good... Where is this game being played at? Over in Germany, maybe? 42-29. The Giants destroy the Packers, and I love it. Yeah, I have no idea where that is indicating where that game was played. But back in the States, we have the Chargers taking on the Browns 13-0. The Chargers are up 3-1 or 3-1. The Browns are undefeated, but not looking too good so far. Last game we'll take a look at Pittsburgh and the Buffalo Bills 10-6. Close game. Steelers looking for their first win. And we're also looking for our first win. Right now, looking good. We've played great first halves in previous games this year. Just the second half, we've fallen apart. And that could be due to, 1, low overall, and 2, a lot of these guys don't have a lot of experience playing in the NFL. We obviously have a couple guys that are contrary to that, like Cam Newton. Been in the NFL for a while and has been in the Super Bowl. He is the true vet leader of at least the offense. The defense, however, they don't really have that guy. There wasn't anyone who's been a long-time player in the NFL that's got a lot of starts even. As they go with another run to the outside, and I'll tell you what, Belial has been playing great today and stuffing Henry. He's only averaging 2 yards a rush, and you can see the reason why. They try to get to the outside. We have a lot of speed at the linebacker spot, and they're wrapping up today. Now get us some shifty small guys out in the open field, and good luck for us tackling them. But today, against a big guy like Henry, it's worked pretty far, and no, gonna come up a little short, and we might not even have the speed to make up for it, diving at the ankles. Well, Trill Williams had a great interception earlier. He went for the swat on that play, came up empty, and Phillips capitalizes. And what once was a 9-point lead, now only 2. Need to see if we can regrow that lead here as we go with a run to the outside. Borghi found some space, gain of 5. And he's a guy who doesn't have a lot of top-end speed, but he's quick. Not really going to break a lot of tackles or be super shifty, but he has the speed and agility to find some space. And on 3rd and 6, we're going to come out empty look here. Calais in the slot, going to get motioned over. He's going to take the jet sweep as we try to find some room. And how about stick a foot in and head right down the field? Try to break the tackle. Good job from the veteran Byard. But also, really good job to our offensive line. Cleared a wide open space in the middle. We'll stay empty here. Toss this one out to our tight end, and too high. We could really do with cleaning that up. Just finding some more accurate passes. Let's go the swing pass here out to Stoner. Try to find some space. Breaks 1 tackle. We'll get forward for 6. And on 3rd and 4. Do we like the look here? No. I'm going to go change back to that read option, but it will just be a straight handoff down the middle here. Because we had some pretty decent lead blocking. We'll break 1 tackle. Fight forward, get the first. Yeah, as I would say, at least from what we've seen in this game, none of these running backs really stand out from each of the others. It's more so just they each have their own game that they're best at. If we're looking for a power back, short yard kind of guy, it's Huntley for sure. He has the best break tackle, best trucking, and he consistently will get you those 3 to 4 yards. If we want to go for something a little tricky here and there, then we do have Cam Newton, so we could run some read options. We'll hand this one off down the middle, and that might be a face mask on Dupree. So that'll help us out as we move down to the 13, and an interesting lineup here. They have a defensive end who lined up like 6 yards off the line. It's interesting tactic. Try to get a cutback here with Borghi, and he couldn't quite find the footing. Ended up slipping and went down after 3. And Borgie is kind of a do-it-all guy. He's also going to consistently give you those 3-4 yards. He's not great in the receiving game. If we are going to pass to anyone, it's going to be Calais, as we do here. The swing pass, hit that cutback juke. No, couldn't quite get by Hooker, but that's a first down to the 2. Which once again does bring up a goal line situation. So Huntley back out there. Down the middle we go. Look at the push up front. If Huntley was a little bit quicker, I don't think he would have been touched. But it doesn't matter. We're into the end zone. Going to retake that 9-point lead. Maybe make it a little bigger if we could actually hit that field goal. Or extra point. Or if I do my math correctly, getting the extra point would make it the 9-point. We would have to go for 2 to make it more. But apparently we wanted 8. He missed the second one. And that miss could lead to be costly for us as this stays a 1-score game. A bunch again to that right-hand side. We send the double A-gap blitz, and I can't remember his name. He started his first game. Gemmel, maybe? I think that's who got the sack. Yeah, it was Gemmel, so I was correct. Just took me a second as I go back to that stretch to the outside, and nice tackle from Shaka Tony. He is the highest rated player on this team after getting his dev boost in week 2. He's now up to, I think, a 68, 69, and that's a nice route concept. Busted our coverage right on open. Running that cover 6, and that leaves it in an awkward spot of, do you hand that off to the corner, or does the linebacker carry it to the sideline? In that instance, neither did any of those. So, wide open. They got the first down. Henry gets them 3 here. 2nd and 7, and they come out with an empty set. Bunch to the right, 2 to the left. Gemmel will sit underneath in a cover 1 here. Try to run that quarterback spy. They have an open Derrick Henry to the outside. Just completely obliterated our corner. So maybe we should not run any more man coverage. Especially since we switched the corners to be a little bit more of a zone favored in terms of who's starting. But that'll end our 3rd quarter. We're up 15-7. Looking good, we just have to finish strong. And the 4th quarter is where this team has drastically fallen apart in the past, really making close games seem like they were blowouts. Nice stop there by the safety, and I think Allen came down to help secure that tackle. And that leaves us at a 2nd and 5, down to the 33. Shotgun look here, we send the blitz, clean off the edge to the outside, but never got close to Tannehill. He jumped up and almost got a hand on it, but we know the end result. First down to 15. Westbrook Akine on that left-hand side beat our corner by a good few yards. Come out in a heavier set here. 2 tight ends to the right. Motioning in the receiver is Westbrook Akine. They go with a pass. Sit underneath a little bit as they keep jostling for that position, and Burris says, fine, get the positioning. I'm just going to light you up. So that brings us to 2nd and 10. Even more tight ends out there. 3 of them to the right-hand side. Going to motion 1 over to the left. We'll slide our D-line that way. As I go with a run to that left-hand side, and yet not great. And yeah, shoved down. I don't expect Wiggins to get that tackle. Derrick Henry into the end zone. They go for 2 here. They could tie it up. And they do come on out to try to tie this thing up. Try to bring down some of these DBs a little bit, help us out. They do go with a pass. Allen dropping back to help try to cover as they went with some slants. Can someone please get to the quarterback? No. No pass rush whatsoever. And Robert Woods ties this thing up 15-all. With 6 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time here to try to retake a lead. And how about the one lineman who didn't do anything actually go block someone? If you go out to that left-hand side, at least get a hand on that guy. We're maybe still running. But either way, 2nd and 10. We'll go with a rollout here. They've just done really well on these. Throw it out late. We have the sideline and maybe the grab. They give it to us. Nice catch there by Williams. However, Tennessee's going to challenge it. They don't believe it, and I don't know if I believe it either. We see one look here. We don't see where the feet are. That ball bounced off of his head, then caught. I don't know where they count possession. We'll just have to see. And they say catch. Seth Williams off the helmet, into the hands, and then tap the toes. Go the swing pass out here again. Try to get a block. You're going to need to cut in. Calais does a great job and gets a little bit of a stiff arm. Derrick Henry not the only one out here doing it. But that's really where you're going to see Calais shine. He is the receiving running back. Get him out in space. He's our fastest running back as well. So just have to get him in a place where he can cook. Down the middle goes Huntley, averaging 4 yards a carry, exactly like I said earlier. 2nd and 5, same look. We'll go with a play action. Patman, maybe to the corner, back corner. One-on-one, toss this thing up, and not even close. Okay, thanks for the effort there, bud. So now 3rd and 5. We'll like to get Stoner to the outside, but the coverage does not help us out very much. Buy enough time, and now Patman can find some space. He'll get the catch. He's definitely a short, max intermediate kind of guy. We need to find a downfield threat. I want to say that Williams has that potential, but we haven't seen him really create some solid separation yet. Going to go with the read option here. Newton trying to get to the outside. Patman, come back and get a block for your guy. No block, come back and gotten. We'll still get 8. And on 3rd and 2, Cone checks back in. The double running back shotgun look. And actually, let's make an audible here. Williams, if you could get to the back corner, safety does come over, so we're going to need to go away from that cone. You're going to get lit up from behind. Sacked by Landry. Was really hoping we could end up finding... Now it is going to be one-on-one, but not favorable. It's off coverage, so going to look first at the tight end. They cover that. Going to need to roll out here, try to buy some time. Nothing opens up. Take the smart choice, throw it away. We'll kick the field goal. If we make it, we will go up by at least 3 points. We'll take the lead once again. Kick down the middle. He at least comes in clutch when we need it, I guess. Could have also used the 2 extra lost points. So just under 3:50 on the clock. Titans take the field. Heavy I formation here. Hot route, maybe an audible made. Kill play, hand the ball off down the middle. Get forward for a gain of 9. He's also averaging 4 yards a carry. So both these power style backs are playing about the same way. They'll go the stretch to the outside. We don't really have any extra guys. At a great tackle there by Burgess. They do, however, still get the first down. So 1st and 10 at the 34. Trips to the left, 1 to the right is the tight end. We're going to send that double A-gap blitz. Tony trying to get in there, at least cause some havoc. Maybe not. Pretty accurate pass there by Tannehill. Now crossing midfield in plus territory. Come out with a single back set. Another pass here from Tannehill, and just read that a bit too late by Allen. Woods able to find space, work their way down to the 26, which should send us on into this 2-minute warning. And indeed it will. 18-15, Titans in striking territory. If any of these guys are going to make a big play, now's the time to do it. Hot route made by Tannehill. Has twins to either side. Has some underneath routes. They go across the middle, and we whiff on the hit. Hooper with the first down inside the 10, down at the 9. They'll go into hurry up. We're going to check to a blitz. Send the house, and Allen gets there a split second too late. And they'll follow that up by going back under center. Bunch to that right-hand side. Zig route to the outside. Akine with the catch. We'll get forward for 3. And again, back to that same quick hurry up. We'll send the delayed blitz. Gemmel tried to apply pressure. Too late. And a touchdown to Austin Hooper, putting us down 4 with 1:14 seconds. Well, today we've been relying pretty heavily on the run, and we're about out of time to be running. We'll start with that read option swing pass. We'll go to the outside, and we don't get the block we were looking for, and we're tackled in bounds. That's almost as awful as that play could have gone. Only thing that would have made it worse was a turnover. Luckily, that didn't happen. Go this quick pass to the outside, and dropped by Calais. At least that stops the clock. 3rd and 10. We have all of our timeouts. We only have 53 seconds on the clock. Gonna need the line to hold up here. It doesn't really look to do so as we have a receiver to the outside. Is Cleveland, and he can't hold on. Knocked away by, I think it was Hooker, I believe. We are going to have the one-on-one to the left-hand side here. That's where I want to go. Seth Williams. A little bit of play action. Toss to the outside, and that was tipped around and knocked down the corner. Blew up that timing. Turnover on downs. Titans can widen their lead. And this is when having all of our timeouts helps. We need to force a turnover if we want to still win with a possible touchdown, and Derrick Henry's taking this to the house. And that's exactly what I was talking about at the start of the fourth quarter. Game in hand, in reach, I should say. Late mistakes make it seem like we didn't have a chance in the first place. So now 38 seconds remain, and we're down 11. We need a touchdown in like 1 or 2 plays. Stoner down the seam, pass thrown too far out in front. And Dolgala, with probably his 10th interception of the year, will go ahead and end this game. And for the 3rd time this season, a game where we were in complete control the first half, we gave it away the second half. We did pretty well against Derrick Henry, though, allowing less than 100 total yards. Turnovers have consistently come at bad times. Running game looked solid. We made some plays where we kind of needed them, but we also still are missing that guy, I feel like, on the offense who will secure that play when we need it the most. But as we all must do, we must move on. And honestly, what I thought was going to be their best opportunity to get a win, this game against the Titans, one-upped itself with the next game being against the winless Chicago Bears. They do not have offense, defense, or just the overall team above an 80 overall. We're still sitting down at a 61 ourselves, but progress can be made. It's going to be a short week, which might make it difficult for anyone that we end up bringing in. And in between episodes, I definitely want to give a good look at our receiving core, because I don't think Patman is the best guy to be out there on the other side of Seth Williams. I think they play the same style of game, and it's not helping us out. So I'm going to take a look at the free agents. I'll take a look at the roster as well. See what best options we have, and we'll go from there. So make sure that you subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss out on the next video. You can also hit that bell icon so that you're notified of when that video goes live or when any of my videos go live. 4 videos a week. This series posted twice a week, Monday and Thursday, with the state-only challenge posted on Wednesday and Saturday. So if you're looking for more franchise content, make sure you check out the state-only challenge. It's more of a sim-based, but you get to see a lot of players that, similar to this, you don't see in normal franchises as we build a team strictly from one state or a group of states. It's really fun, so check it out if you haven't already. I've done several of them on Madden 23. I did one on Madden 22 when this channel started, so there's some other ones there you could check out as well. But progress made. I don't really think we learned anything new about the running backs. They played decently well today, and the interior of the offensive line played well in the run game. Pass blocking, I don't know. Just the passing game in general we'll need to work on. But until next time, where we will work on it, we'll see you guys later. Bye.